In the last episode of The 100line, Last Defense Academy.
Used? What's next? A giant Mac?
Now what? What is that? Megatron!
A robot?
Is this?
A giant freaking robot?
Don't tell me this is Shoma.
Dude! No one told me we'd be getting mechs!
You call this?
Sorry. To
Oh my
keep you all
God.
waiting.
It is Shoma! Now back to the school. Hello and welcome to the 100line Last Defense Academy. Last time, we finally got everyone to stop fighting, even if Darumi is not on board with it, except for, of course, Ima and Kako. We don't know what are we going to do about that yet. We're probably going to convince Kako, and then she's going to slap her brother, or we are going to kill Ima, which I'm okay with. We also got information about World Dead, which apparently is the planet itself trying to kill humanity for misuse of resources. But how much of that is true or not, we don't actually know yet. But we will see. On the other hand, and I have to say it, I am scared. Because last fight was hard. Okay, it was hard, and it was completely, it felt completely out of control, which made me wonder, what is this game going to throw at us next? What are we going to do for our last fights? Because wow, and now that we have more characters, it's just going to get harder. I think I should put more time into getting my characters stronger, because I feel like I was a bit under-leveled, but we will see. We will see. Now, let's continue, shall we? What a way to start the day. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale, though. Protecting the school means putting a stop to world death. It means bringing hope back to a dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting for the good of humanity, for everyone back in the complex, and for Karua! Now that that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Free time. Okay. What do we have available? Not much. She gives that. Wait, we wanted to get science, right? We wanted to get science, so let's try to continue and get science. But none of them gives us science. Let's see what we can do in the library. Okay, this is completed. Let's do social studies then. I tried reading this book today, Tokyo Residential Complex Languages. The official language of the Tokyo Residential Complex is Japanese, and there are not many who speak other languages. There are some eccentrics who learn English and French as a hobby. The number of people who can speak a foreign language is probably less than 0.1% of the population. The Tokyo residential complex is a cultural sphere built on just one language. But the world was not always like this. Crossing national borders would often mean an inability to communicate. There was also a mix of people who spoke different languages even within the same country. People who will work hard, learning foreign languages at school or through courses, in order to be able to interact with people from foreign cultures. People who speak completely different language. That's hard to believe. Reading this book increased your observation by 5. Okay. Yeah. People who speak a completely different language. That's really hard to imagine. Let's see. Shika. It's train. This. Actually, before I forget, let's upgrade our weapons. I can upgrade this. Why not? Let's try to get the new. Oh, yeah, it's judge, jury, executioner. Nice. Okay, what you need? Math. Launches a side attack at an enemy in front of you. Inflicts bleed on target. This is for bosses. And I wouldn't mind that, actually. Let's go for math then. Okay. On the hunt. Fire a concentrated volley of shots in a vertical line. This recovers 1 HP on the hunt. Okay. Follow them up. Hit an enemy and challenge them to a one-on-one brawl. Inflicts enrage on target. Yeah. Counter strike. Allows use of counter in battle. Counter. Launch a counter attack when hit by an enemy. 1 space to attack. These are tanks. This is important. Shoma. Oh, he has everything basically. Counter strike. Omega punch. Boost Hemoanima to unlock counter strike. Okay. Last Yell. Allies acting with 1 AP in battle have a 50% chance of gaining support status. Allies acting with 1 AP in battle have a 50% chance of gaining... Okay. Attack +2, voltage gain for extra. Okay, let's get mad. Takumi! Assist me with my training. Politely decline. I need math. In case... Hey, if I can get math, maybe I'll do that, but... Calculation. I'll try reading this book today. Probability, Theory, and Fate. In the world of pure physics, events dictated only by a probability theory are determined. That means you make the right decision. No matter how hard you work, if the gods make a bad roll of the dice, everything will be for nothing. The world is not fair. Most things are beyond the control of human will. However, there's no reason to throw it all away. If you remain undaunted by cruel fate and never give up, you will surely be blessed with the greatest roll of all one day. Ice-rolling gods only smile at those who fight against unreasonable rolls. So don't let unreasonable fate win, huh? Those are words I can take to heart. I think I've heard something similar somewhere. I can't remember. Something only gods only laugh. Oh, it's an anime. I don't remember the name of it. I think it was Liar Liar. But the line went like this: like only those who fight against the odds are smiled by gods. Maybe that's a reference to it.
Well then.
Yeah. Good night. The day is already over, and just like the announcement says, we've got no idea when the next attack might be. But when it does come, I'll be ready. I'll fight with all my might to protect this school. Yes, I'll call it a night. Getting enough rest is part of being prepared too. I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and within a few minutes found myself drifting into a deep sleep. Oh, we're having another one of this.
Karua,
Yeah? What is it?
could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
Oh, no fair.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
It's about the world outside the complex.
That again?
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days? Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago. At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book a million times already.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
No, I think there's more to it than that. The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
Not exactly, I don't think.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
Seriously, though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the Earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head. And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
Nah, that'll never happen. Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games, you know?
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does math have to be so hard?
These two are so cute. They're really cute.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to get.
How ironic. I never felt any kind of interest in the outside world, but I am the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they even want to leave on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Karua would love it. That's for sure. If we can make it through these 100 days, I can make that happen, right? What would life be like for us then? I can't even imagine it. Well, it depends. It's a big fat depends. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. As for today, let's start by going to the cafeteria. I'm pretty hungry. Just make sure that when you repopulate, do not let anyone invent 4chan or Reddit. And you will be fine. Or Twitter. And you will be fine. Okay, everyone is here. Wait, but Karua is here. I mean, Nozomi. Nozomi is here. Good morning, Takumi. On your way to the cafeteria? Yeah, and hey, thanks for telling us all that stuff yesterday. I'm sorry, it took us so long. I just wish we knew more about World Dead. Nigu never went into much detail with us. We don't know it caused a lot of natural disasters, but could the undying flames be a side effect of it too? Maybe they are effective at keeping the invaders out because they come from the same source. But that's just speculation on my part. It would make a kind of sense if that was it, though. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'll see you later. Okay. Nozomi might not be as cautious around me as she used to be, but there's still a sense of distance between us. I don't think we are at the stage where I can start asking her about Karua and parallel universes just yet. Well, she wants to know about this Karua person, so maybe you should try it, Takumi. Cafeteria. Let's see what the goofballs are doing. I see Ima is mad. The cafeteria was more full than it's been in a while. Main campus and second campus. Fighters and non-fighters. They were all there. Sure is busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this. Though almost like we are a real class. No offense, but I had to go to school with these weirdos. I will never make it to graduation. Don't worry, Gaku. You are less of a classmate and more like a slave who happened to come in through the front door. What kind of cool will keep slaves on the ground? I think we will make a great class. All these strong personalities make it more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi? Oh, yeah, maybe. That's when I feel like I'm starting to get used to Nozomi. I dream about Karua, and now I'm uncomfortable all over again. We learned a lot about World Dead yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. You taking a break today? Yes, you can always train a little later. It's worth it to get to talk to everyone. I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stings. What? Oh no, not whatever puppet inspirational statement you were about to make, Mr. Aotsuki. I mean, there is an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotten fruit and armpit sweat. Hey! That's my curry you're talking about! You're gonna ruin everyone's first impression of it! Wait, you made more curry? Well, you look so pathetic when you said how much you wanted to eat it again. I couldn't help myself. Huh? Wait here, I'll go get it. Kurara skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she set down in front of Gaku. Prepare your taste buds for this ride of their life. Courtesy of the Osuzuki family recipe, I accept you. I expect you to eat it all, even the plate. I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry is kinda heavy for breakfast. Oh, you unrefined little mole rat. What is it like to live totally unaware of the world around you? I've adjusted the flavor to make it suitable for a morning meal. Now hold on to your ass, because this is going to send you into orbit. Come on, I bet it's not that great. Despite his protest, Gaku scooped open a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth.
This is
What?
amazing!
What?
Oh.
The taste seems mild at first, but then you realize it doesn't need to flaunt its spiciness. It seems like itself spread throughout the mouth, subtly, demurely. But then the aftertaste hits and it's like fireworks display of flavor, sweet and savory bursting in one after another, perfectly balanced, so neither overpowers the other. The more you eat, the stronger the spiciness gets, until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast is creates with the simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. Okay, so we were transported to food wars. And don't even get me started on the texture. The sauce is so creamy, the meat is so tender, I can't stop eating. My body's desperate for more. Give me more. Give me more. That is goofy face Gaku is doing. Slow down. I can't keep up with all that information. This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow down before its superior pedigree. Yes, ma'am. It really is all that? Hey man, let me try some. Just some bite. Me too. How much curry do you guys think it is in a little dose? Back off. This is my tips. All of you. You won't take my precious from me. No one can resist the allure of the Osuzuki curry. Very well. You may all partake of my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. Form an orderly line. There. This is going to be like this every morning from now on. Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie might help improve their teamwork. Yeah, I guess you're right. Do you mind if I ask you something? What is it? When you were a kid, did you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing? Yes, actually, I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it would be great to see it with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Oh. The lively mood lasted all through breakfast. Eventually, the group dispersed and I headed back to my room. I thought they weren't going to feed Ima and Kako as a punishment. But still, why did Ima say that there was a heavy smell? I doubt it was the curry. There was something there, I think. Anytime I talk to Nozomi, it just raises more questions about her and Karua. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different. But then Nozomi will come out with something I've heard Karua say before, practically word for word. Are there really parallel versions of each other? I certainly can't think of anything else that would explain it. I'll use racking my brain about this. I'll try to talk her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? Free time! Okay, so where do we get... oh no, never mind. We are going to finish that book. Yeah, we're going to finish that book. And Eito is the mad guy. Free time. Okay. Let's do that again. Should almost put me to level 2, I think. I'll try reading this book today. Mathematical Happiness Theory. An individual who repeatedly conducts acts of betrayal to monopolize the benefits will most likely find themselves in ruin after everything is said and done. This isn't a matter of ethics and morality, but a mathematical fact founded on game theory simulations. If you're reading this and wish to live happily within a group, leading them to a happy ending, you must never sully your hands with betrayal. The only thing waiting for you is loneliness and ruin. Don't sully your hands in betrayal. But keep those words in mind. Reading this book increases your analysis by 5.
You never will.
Yeah.
Huh?
We made it through another day. Our last battle was still pretty recent, so this probably won't be another while. There probably won't be another for a while. But this is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I would better rest up for wherever tomorrow brings. I fell asleep surprisingly easy that night. Compared to when I first got here, the absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threat of the enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place, but was that a good thing? Day 48. Something's going to happen at day 50 probably, if I had to guess.
Get ready for prepare to be ready to get.
Huh?
Morning already. Better head over to the cafeteria. Okay, every time we go to the cafeteria, something happens. What are these two doing here? That's a funny duo. No, they are not together. I can't take it anymore. Everyone's getting over their differences, and they are all getting along better than ever. I can't even kill myself to spice things up. I'll just come right back again. Maybe it would be better if I did die for real. No one needs poor old Rumi anymore. Oh no, don't say that. I've grown to like you, Garumi, but if you start with this, it's going to be difficult. I'm so emotionally exhausted. All I can do is cry. I think I'd rather not get involved in whatever that is. She's probably just needs to get it out of her system. Kako! When are you going to join us, Kako? Why am I not allowed to talk to the others? I want to make friends too. Aww. I'll be your friend, Kako.
Huh?
Huh? I want to come out of my shell. I want to change. Oh. Still mumbling to herself, Kako wandered off toward the cafeteria. Oh. She wants to fight with us. Okay, something is happening here. When I got to the cafeteria, everyone else was already there, chatting pleasantly over their morning meal. So, Shoma, I've been wondering, what actually powers your robot suit? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like? I don't think that's how it works. I think it runs on Hemoanima? And, sorry, I don't really know that much about how it fits together. Maybe you can summon it for me sometime? I would love to take a closer look at it. Tsubasa, please. You shouldn't get so close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls. I bet it's not that bad. It's not, is it? Is this the price of your power, Shishoma? You have to make a vow never to allow yourself to be touched by a woman unless she bests you in fair battle. But in the midst of all that merriment, two figures remained steadily silent. They are awfully quiet today, even for them. I started toward Ima and Kako. I think that's a typo. I feel like it should say I started walking towards Ima and Kako, but before I could reach them, another voice called out to me. Takumi, do you have a minute? It's important. Okay. What's up, Eito? It's about what we discussed before. You know, my theory about how we all got here. Oh, did you find out anything new? Not exactly. I know this will sound weird, in light of what I said before, but I don't think we are dealing with a parallel universe after all. Huh? After we learned about world death yesterday, I did a lot of thinking. We are here fighting the invaders to make it safe for the remnants of humanity to move out of the Tokyo residential complex, right? So the complex and the academy doesn't exist in different worlds like we originally thought. It's just that one is on the surface, while the other is underground. When you think about it that way, the idea that we've been transported to a parallel universe starts to look less credible than it did before. Yeah, I understand what he's saying. He's saying, like, we thought that the Tokyo residential complex was everything. That was our world. But it's because of our perception of things, not because we actually were transported to a parallel world. This is kind of a parallel world to us, but the only suggestion that is the case is what's happening with Karua. So I don't know it. I don't know it. Maybe you were onto something. One more thing. I've been asking everyone about their lives in the complex, trying to build up a more complete picture. If we really were in a parallel universe now, it wouldn't be out of question for some of us to have originally come from different versions of the TRC. But so far as I can tell, our accounts line up perfectly. There's no doubt that we all came from the same place. Okay, but there's still stuff we can't explain, right? Stuff that supported the parallel universe theory? You mean the connection between Nozomi and your old friend Karua? I'm afraid I'm no closer to solving that mystery. Right now, I can only assume that their likeness to each other is a coincidence. Or that they are the same person and something's gone wrong with her memory. Those are our options now. There's no way this is just a coincidence. In that case, when you say something's gone wrong, do you mean... Hey, you two. What are you whispering about over here? Nothing. We weren't talking about you being someone else. Karua, I mean Nozomi, I mean Karua, I mean... Nothing at all. That's right. We are just having a normal conversation. Nothing suspicious. You don't know how to lie, man. You know, saying that only makes you seem more suspicious, right? Anyway, all these completely normal conversations has given me an appetite. Let's dig in. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Eito and I gave our attention wholeheartedly to our food in a vain attempt to throw Nozomi off our trail. Feeling bloated from scarfing down so much quickly, I went back to my room to let my stomach settle. Phew. Now that I think about it, Eito's probably right. Knowing what we do now, there's no reason to think a residential complex exists in a totally different world from this one. But then, How do we explain Nozomi and Karua? Coincidence? Amnesia? I mean, like I said at the beginning, one of my theories was that maybe that's her body, but not her memories. And these are two people combined into one, or she is artificial because she doesn't use Hemoanima, so she doesn't actually bleed. Maybe she's a robot. I don't know. Even if we do fit on one of those explanations, how are we supposed to prove it? If I ask Nozomi about it directly, it will only put her on the back foot again. She's finally started getting comfortable around me. I don't want to jeopardize that. Once I get like this, it's hard to think about anything else. I'm starting to wish Eito never shared his theory with me in the first place.
Huh?
I need to do something to take my mind off this. How should I spend my free time today? Free time. Okay. What do we do today? Hello. Takumi! Well, it's just perfect timing. Get on all fours over there so that I may have a chair to sit on. Quickly! Now! No. Use your free time to prepare. Let's have a look. No, never mind. I need to focus. I need math. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read it to the end. Finishing this book increase your analysis by 10. Ah, come on. Still no level up? What? This freaking thing is still level 1. Calculation. Let's see what happens if we go with Eito. Talk to Eito. Eito, what are you doing here? I was analyzing the video from a defensive battle on the computer. I wanted to work out the behavioral patterns of each type of invader and use that information for our future battles. You really are a born researcher, huh? I never even considered analyzing this data. By the way, where the hell is Hiruko? We still don't know what she went through. I'm not physically strong, so this is the only way I can make myself useful to everyone. Your experience unlocked the keyword video. Calculation went up by 3 and analysis went up. Yes! Let's go.
Heady soldiers, it's time to hit the hay. You never know. Well then.
Good night. Another day gone. Time sure flies when we're not fighting. Now that I'm alone, though, can't help coming back to the Nozomi Karua issue. I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. I got into bed and, with difficulty, cleared my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I could help it. And so, the curtain fell on my 48th day at Last Defense Academy. 49.
Banana troops! Get ready, prepare, be ready to give your...
Everyone's probably meeting up in the cafeteria. I should get going too. Okay. Kako is in her room, and Ima is here. It's probably the next big thing is going to be them joining us for sure, or at least I hope so. Ah, Mr. Sumino, perfect timing. Can I give you a message for the others? A message? What is it? My dear sister and I won't be coming to the cafeteria for a while. I've decided we need to put some distance between ourselves and the rest of you. In short, I would like you all to leave us alone. Ah, what do you mean? Your presence is having a pernicious influence on my dear sister, and I can't allow that. Nothing personal. Hima left, flashing me the same carefree smile as always. What the heck was that about? What's going on with those two? Okay. Now they're in the same room. Everyone's here. Let's see what happens. The cafeteria was full, like it had been the last few days. Kako and Ima were the only ones missing. Aren't the twins coming today? I don't know. Should I go check on them? I'll offer to do it, but I'm afraid the sight of me so early in the morning would ruin their entire day. I saw Ima earlier. He's fine. Said he wants us to leave him and Kako alone for a while. Come to think of it, he told me the same thing. Wonder what's gotten into him. Something about us having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right? Well, that's just rude. Accurate though. The walls are awfully thin around here, Kiyashika. I heard you and your sword going at it last night. That's a lie. I was being so careful. Nobody could have. Oh no, Kiyashika. Not again. Oh no. You realize you just admitted you were up to something, right? Well, it's not like Ima treating us like dirt. Is anything new? I say leave him be. I don't think any of us is gonna convince him to fight anyway. I like how most of the people here just brush Yashika off. He's never isolated himself and Kako like this before, though. I think I'd better ask him about it next time I see him. Alright, good luck with that. Putting aside our concerns about the Tsukumu twins, we continue our breakfast without further incident. After a while, I decided to head back to my room. Even if things are quiet now, I shouldn't let my guard down. I have to be ready for the next attack whenever it does come. Free time! Okay, now that we have that, let's upgrade our weapons. Class weapons modifications! You've come to the right place! Executioner. I find this so cool, by the way. This reference. Counter-Strike. No, well, we don't have anything else. Perfect. You know where to find me if you need anything else. She's so excited. Okay. Now that we got that, what's the other thing that we have at level 1? Social studies. Okay. Let's do a training session. Hello, Karua. Nozomi. Hello. I would like to hear about your childhood friend next time. You said she looked just like me? Yeah. You have to be the same person. I find it hard to believe you could be anyone else. But you're also definitely not lying, so I don't know. Okay. Let's do the last one. Okay, we have one side. What? That's a lot of little balls.
Experiment time.
There we go. I think that should be an S. I didn't lose anyone, and yeah, let's go. That wasn't that hard, as I thought. Free time. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade anything else now. Because I need everyone to be on their best condition. Airblade. Unleash a vertical slash attack. Flight +2. Danganronpa. Early strike. 8. Unyielding Spirit. Those are like my 2 frontliners. 3 frontliners taking into account Takemaru. So I think having them do more damage before they go, it's a good idea. Just give you this, and that's it. Okay. Let's go to the library. We should finish these books and then we can concentrate on everyone. Do we still have math? No. Do we have social studies? Yeah. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read it to the end. Finishing this book increases your observation by 10.
You never know when the... Well then. Hey.
Looks like I made it through another day. I get the feeling things won't stay this peaceful for much longer. I looked up suddenly, startled out of my thoughts. Nothing had really happened, but I sensed something. Was it my imagination, or was there someone just outside my door? Who is it? Huh. I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell. But when I got outside, no one. There was nobody there. I guess I was just imagining it. I felt so sure though. Oh, and it's raining too. It's really coming down hard. Raindrops were pelting the rooftop all around me, causing a relentless rhythmic beat.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it. Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. That big rock again. Weird. It looks bigger than it was before. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
That's the moon. I guess that must be the moon. The one Karua wanted to see so badly.
Hmm?
Ooh, What?
What's that? It looks like there's something mechanical on the surface.
What? I didn't sign for a Death Star. What?
What's that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
That's not the moon. That's the...
You again? When did you...
He spoke. He's trying to tell me something. Just like before. I still can't hear a thing.
Never mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time. Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hideko going missing. You were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the commanders? You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Just as I launched forward to grapple with the Fury Invader, there was a sound like the sky ripping apart and blinding flash of light. Yeah, I think they don't know what the lightning is. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. My foot came down on the slick ground at a weird angle and I lost my balance. The next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blanked out. Uh-oh. Day 50.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks, you're halfway there, like a lizard on a chair. You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation. I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave soldiers. I'll give them to you in person, so come find me in the cafeteria.
I don't think that's going to happen. I came to lying on the cold, hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was shaking too badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I had got there. But then, it all came back rushing back. The invader, made of undying flames, appeared again last night. That's right, he attacked me. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then... that wasn't a technique, that's just a thunder, a lightning. Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, Eito. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I've never seen lightning before. Lightning? Yeah, he doesn't know because he didn't care for the outside world. A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There is enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Instant death? That's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare. When it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with. It's hard to believe humanity survived out here for as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So all that was just natural? It wasn't an attack? Then why did I... Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. You can bring your breakfast if you like. I don't mind making the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. With a reluctant smile, Eito went on ahead. that line in Flash wasn't something the invader did. Why did I end up passing out until morning? How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of the last night. At launch for the Fury Invader, there was a flash of light and a loud bang. Then I was falling.
Ah,
Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? I guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Another mystery to add to the pile. I thought I should let the others know about this. They're probably in the cafeteria already. Okay. Okay, everyone's here. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up. The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh? Yeah, it's a little on the plain side, but I like what it's got a ton of space. Why are there cages there, though? I didn't see any animals. With cages that big, we should keep an invader or two. I'll make it nice and comfy for them. Invaders are our enemies, not pets. Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gifts? No! Everything is lies, everything is lies! There's not much we can do about it. Sirei isn't here anymore. What, you think he was gonna keep us? The announcement made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy, so perhaps... a new set of torture instruments? Colors with bombs in them? You two are the only ones who will want something like that. Nah, I bet I was a big wad of cash. Just my luck, I will miss out on getting it. I had to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard about the tumult.
Yeah!
Yeah! Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Of course. Before I could go on, I was cut by a blaring siren. The alarm. The invaders are back already.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. On defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Okay. Seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this. No fair. Springing another one on us this early. I'm gonna hurt. No matter how many times I hear this siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Let's go, everyone. The invaders are attacking. There's only one thing for us to do. Come on, wash masses, to the war room. Right, let's do it. Look at Shoma being all pumped and shit. Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Then about last night, can't wait. Defending the school comes first. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. To the war room! Post haste! Okay. So what's going to happen this time? Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out of there and kick some ass. Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. What you mean? Alright, we didn't have the silly goofy invaders running towards us. Yugamo pointed to the monitor. There's nothing.
there's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Huh.
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders?
Don't tell me that was a false alarm. They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
Look, what's that? There.
Oh yeah, they're there's something... no, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get us a closer look.
So as I press a few buttons, and the image of the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details.
A wrestler?
What?
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing.
Oh!
Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
The other person. She's the other. I think she's the other person. This one's not wearing a mask or nothing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
there
not a
we go.
commander. It's Moko.
Moko.
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
How did she go through the fire, though? Uh-oh. Maybe she's possessed or something like that.
That's Moko?
Maybe she's actually an invader, but she's dressed as Moko. We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there. It looks like she's not hurt that badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. That's a relief. I got to say though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? Yes, this is Moko Mojiro, our friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. I always knew she would be alright. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what chance did the invaders have? So it's not just a costume, she's an actual wrestler. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire though. That's what I'm saying, thank you Takumi. Maybe she followed some invaders in? Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeat them before they could use it, then went through herself? But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. Trust me, Moko could have done it. That will explain why she's so tired now too. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. If Moko's that strong, having her on our team is going to do wonders for our morale. I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she would be okay. She was gone so long. Seems like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugamo, Kyoshika, and Kurara clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Look, she's opening her eyes. Huh? She looks like a doll.
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know? You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue. All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She knows the meaning of that word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
Oh. With a last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp. She is okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely. At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she will be fine once she gets some rest. But now that she's on school ground, she can revive her. We can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that though. I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She wouldn't like your she wouldn't like you watching her sleep. No matter how fascinating it is to you. What do you mean? What do you mean? And you're not going to say anything? Okay. Nozomi and I quietly sleep out of Moko's room. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. This is such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her way back to us. I thought we would be searching for her a lot longer. I always knew we would get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn. Hey, about the battle when Moko got captured? What exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I would like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I did just skim over it before. When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you have told me, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. Thanks to her, we learned to work as a real team. We'd never have made it this far if it weren't for her.
Huh?
I wish we had someone like that here. we kinda did, but she had her methods. But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in battle, and then some. She would plow through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once. What? She used wrestling moves on invaders? That is amazing. But then, on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy, and they executed it perfectly. What kind of strategy? The mind control, I guess. They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds, while sending out the strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take them long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
What?
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school. Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
Jesus. I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and choke him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left, and that's when they captured her, huh? Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. That commander must use its brainwashing arrows to make her calm quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. She must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her outright. Seeing her again, I can't help getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way here on her own, she's so amazing. It feels too good to be true, to be honest. Something's not right. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me though. How did she escape and how did she find us? I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. I'm worried. So me and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. And that was day 50 of At Last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders, but we still had plenty to think about. Well, that's not what I expected from day 50, but here we are.
Up and Adam troops, time! Get ready, prepare, be ready to give your...
Okay. I want to see the new place. First things first, I should go to the cafeteria and see how's everyone doing. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. Can I not go to the new place? Where's the new place? Parking lot. Entrance room. Courtyard. So this is the courtyard. Are those cages over there? Are we meant to keep animals in there? Those look like cages for people. They are too big for rabbits or guinea pigs. They actually look human-sized. The gaps between the bars are pretty narrow. There's not even enough space to reach a hand through. There's a notice here, let's see. These cages are fitted with electromagnetic wave generators. They can be used to disable prisoners' powers and abilities. Disable their powers. Does that include Hemoanima? Why would we need to lock anyone up here though? This is for people. This is for people. I feel like in case someone goes rogue, I guess. Okay. Looks nice. What a pretty fountain. It might be nice to just stare at it and space out for a while. Okay. Let's see what's happening in the cafeteria. Kako and Ima were in the cafeteria that morning. I would expect that, but Nozomi was missing too. Are those peculiar siblings still stewing in our company? Seems like it. They are spending all their time in Ima's room. I'm starting to worry about them. What could they be doing in there all day? I don't want to know. Probably something cliché and mundane, like planning a suicide pact. There's nothing mundane about that. Brother and sister, alone, together. Perhaps they are... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous. No, they are not playing the Coffee Not Handy and Lei Kyoshika. Do I even want to know what you're imagining? Who needs them? No point worrying too much. I have seen Nozomi this morning. I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her? She's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up. So she's decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? I was... Oh, you're blushing. Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You wanna get up close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last.
Hey!
What? Was that a threat? Was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you. Ah, young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger?
Ah.
Don't sell yourself short, Arumi. You can just throw your life away with the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in the committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect. Gotta hand it to you. If you take all of the serial killer crap, that almost sounds like a good advice. How is Moko doing? Even if in the state she was in, I didn't think she would stay unconscious this long. Why not kill her and pick her up that way?
Huh?
Surely, just... Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko is still our friend. We could never willingly harm her.
Ah.
Even I don't want to off her that way. It would be such a waste of a good target. You guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm trying to eat. It is a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold until later. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria and went back to our rooms for the time being. So Moko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Some people must be so worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can for the next attack. Free time! Okay. Let's finish these books, shall we? Linguistics, I still haven't started this. Social studies, I think I still have this one, yes. I'll try reading this book today. Everything there is to know about the Tokyo Residential Complex. The Tokyo Residential Complex is a fortress within an all-weather dome. Its size is roughly 390 square miles. It is mankind's sole residential area, based on the 23 wards of the old world city of Tokyo. Some 500,000 people live peacefully under a roof that shields the sky. On the surface, society operates under capitalism that encourages the free market, but the wealth gap is rather small, and in practice, is closer to communism. The Tokyo Residential Complex governing its body is the Tokyo Residential Complex Administration, whose members inherit their position. The predecessor of the Tokyo Residential Complex, Square, was completed around Square years ago. The sponsor of the construction plan was Square. Square, who was a Square at the time, set up the Square project to protect mankind from Square. Together with their sworn friends Square and Square, they squared a tat. I don't know what that is. Square. Okay, so I got nothing from that. Square. Most of this has been censored. It's practically unreadable now. Reading this book increases your exploration by 5. Somehow. Free time! And let's go again to the library. Post haste! Let's finish social studies. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read it to the end. Okay, so we get 10 and we level up! Okay, now we can go back to... No, never mind.
At ease, soldiers. It's time. You never know when. Well then.
We should finish the books and then go for science. Nighttime already. The day's gone pretty quick. Oh, with all that excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all we know. If I start talking about that now though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now, it was late, and I needed to get some sleep.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to give your.
The barbaric enemy! Okay, time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. Okay. Hey, Nozomi's here. Nozomi! Karua! Moko's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. I can't help but worry though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up. That's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay? I know, I came back to change and freshen up. But I should be getting back to Moko now. The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi is going to feel. I hope she wakes up soon. And there she goes again.